Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Cox3.com post-game show. High school softball, the Mission Viejo Diablos defeating the Capo Valley Cougars 9-1 in a big South Coast League matchup here at Mission Viejo High School. Hi, everyone. I'm Gordon Spencer, along with Professor Paul Westfall, in a very chilly post-game show here at Mission Viejo High School here in late May. But Paul, we saw two really good programs playing against each other for a league title, but we just saw how good Mission Viejo can be.
Yeah, the Diablos are as good as advertised. When you're the top-ranked team in the nation and you've got the winning streak that they've got, facing a lot of difficult teams, you're going to have to play at your A-plus level in order to beat them. And although the Cougars got off to a pretty good start offensively the first couple innings, they weren't able to get the two-out hit needed to get on top. And from then on, every aspect of Mission Viejo took over. Great pitching as we expected. Tremendous defense as always, and some timely hitting from top to bottom through the order.
Yeah, you're right. Capo Valley certainly has some opportunities in this game, but as soon as they left that door open, Mission Viejo showed them what they could do with the bats. Let's show you what this game looked like in the highlights here as we begin. Bottom of the second, no score, 2 on, 1 out for Tara McGowan. She goes to right field for the RBI single, and it's 1-0 Mission Viejo. Then with 2 on, 2 out, Alyssa Palomino drops it on the line. A bit of a controversial call, but it was the right call. 2-run score, 3-0 Mission Viejo after 2. Meanwhile, Taylor McQuillan strikes out all 3 Capo Valley Cougars in the 4th inning. She struck out 5 straight, 8 total on the day. And then Mission Viejo adds to their 5-0 lead. Cameron Ibarra bangs one to the fence for an RBI double. It was 7-0 after 4. That was her 24th RBI. 8-0 Mission Viejo, and Bailey Roberson collects her second RBI and second hit. 9-0 Mission Viejo. Then Capo with the bases loaded, 2 out. Alyssa Lazatin toward the hole, misplayed, and on the error, Capo scores. It's 9-1. And then 1 on, 2 out. And Allison Harvey, what a job she did at short in the 7th inning. 2 big outs, 2 great plays to end it. Mission Viejo wins it 9-1. Let's check in with the winning team.
With star of the game pitcher Taylor McQuillan and co-head coach of the nation's top softball team, Troy Ibarra. Taylor, we'll start with you. Outstanding effort, although Capo Valley had a couple of things going in the first 2 innings. They had runners on base. What got you through the tough times in the first 2?
I think the excellent defense behind me, like we were saying a few minutes ago, my defense always makes plays for me. They get me out of innings when I struggle, and just knowing that they have my back, even coming out hitting, we started out on top of the ball, so I think just knowing that we had to get back in the dugout and score a few runs just got us through the struggles.
You know, indeed. And then suddenly in the 3rd and the 4th, 5 strikeouts out of 6 hitters retired in order. What changed the second time through the Capo lineup?
I think that we, in the 3rd inning, we scored a couple of runs there, so it got us a little more motivated and pumped up, and we needed to know that we had to go out and shut the Capo hitters down, and that's what me and Kayleen did as a duo. So
You did indeed. And then, of course, you had a stellar day at the plate as well. A couple of hits and an RBI sacrifice fly. You take pride in that side of the game as well.
Yeah, I think that when I go out and pitch and come back in and need to hit for my team, and we have runners in scoring position, no matter how many outs there are, what the count is, you always need to produce runs for your team, because you're not just playing for yourself, you're playing for your team as well. So doing what I have to do to move runners into scoring position, get runners in, anything to get the next batter up to the plate.
Well, congratulations, young lady. Another complete game, just 1 unearned run allowed. You clinch another league championship. It's just beginning, though, for you and Mission Viejo in defense of your CIF and national title. Best of luck, not only with Mission Viejo, but in the future as well.
Thank you.
All right, now co-head coach Troy Ibarra. Coach, Capo Valley gave you a test the first time they played. They gave you a test the first few innings. That's a very good team over there. But I thought your team defense today was superb.
Yeah, we've been working hard. We worked hard yesterday, a lot on defensive situations, using base runner in different situations, and we just try and carry over what we do in practice in a game, and it help today. There were some of the things that we actually did practice yesterday that happened today, and it prepared quite well.
That makes you look awfully smart.
Yes.
Well, the one thing I've been impressed with, when you talk with, or you hear about Taylor, of course, and then Alyssa Palomino and her record-setting year, but you've got depth in that lineup. You've got 8 players with double figures in runs batted in. That's going to be tough to deal with come playoff time.
Yes, our motto is hit, and then keep on hitting. And we didn't have any strikeouts today offensively. Put the ball in play, things are going to happen. And that's what we've been trying to do all year long, and get some runs for Taylor and take a little pressure off for her. And we were happy to do that and get 9 runs across today.
Indeed, against a very good team. Now, one final question. You're the defending champion. You've had your bullseye on your back all season long. How have you gotten the girls to stay focused with yet another championship in front of them?
Well, actually, I'm not the one that keeps them focused. They're the ones that keep themselves focused. They understand. There isn't anything I can do or say to help them stay focused in that regards. They know. They know what they need to do. They know what they need to do in practice. They know they need to carry it over in the games, and they understand what's going on. And they motivate themselves before the games. They have their little talks, and it's going quite well right now.
All right, best of luck down that playoff road. That's the nation's best team, as good as advertised. Gordon, back to you.
All right, let's take a look at the numbers from this game, Paul. 9-1 the final, and Mission Viejo banging out 13 hits, but Capo Valley, again, had their opportunities with those 6 hits.
They did early and late, and what I liked about the Cougar effort was even when they fell way behind, they continued to battle at the plate, and that'll serve them well in the playoffs. McQuillan, easy for me to say, was as good as she's always been. Every time we see her, she seems to go the distance, and she was terrific at the middle innings, striking people out and then pitching to contact in the beginning and end of the game. But an exciting freshman in McGowan, 2 hits and some great bat speed. She's going to be a special one down the road.
Absolutely, some great talent all over the field between these two teams. 115 pitches for Taylor McQuillan today as she gets the win and improves to 24-0, just like the team, 24-0, the #1 team in the country. And I think this team has a great shot at repeating for a CIF title this year.
No question about it. I mean, it starts with the great pitching, but this is a really dangerous lineup from top to bottom. They had production from the 8 and 9 hitters today, and come playoff time, that will serve them well.
Yeah, they put a lot of things together that they're going to need for the playoff run, and I think they certainly have an opportunity to go back-to-back with CIF titles. He's Paul Westfall. I'm Gordon Spencer. Once again, the Mission Viejo Diablos defeating the Capo Valley Cougars by a score of 9-1. Mission Viejo winning another South Coast League title. Thanks for watching the Cox3.com post-game show.